we OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Runes is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, is my guy for real, bro? Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the steel. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. Started Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What's up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We are live for the Ordinal Hour, and this one is going to be spectacular, guys. We have a great lineup of topics, great show, and of course, today is Merlin Monday. The second half of the show, it's starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have Jeff and the crew from Merlin over there. We're really going to be breaking down some of those apps that they got. Telegram app, guys. Telegram apps are going to be the biggest thing. It's going to be revolutionary. It's going to be huge. So stay tuned in for that. And also we have btc.fun that is launching potentially this week. We're going to find out all the details for that and how you guys are going to get your airdropped party tokens and what you need to be eligible to get that. It's been amazing. But guys, we weren't live Thursday and Friday. I'm going through withdrawal. I'm staring at myself in the mirror on Saturday singing Ordinal Revolution, the whole intro. I didn't want to lose it, guys. I didn't want to lose it. But we're back. I'm excited to be back. I know Yagobi is excited to be back. And, we go live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I did something stupid over the weekend. I accidentally took the Ordinal Revolution Twitter account and I changed the birthday to the day of the start, which was July 27th, 2023, which made us look like we were one. And X immediately deleted our account, because you got to be at least 13. Learn that the hard way, but Ordinal Revolution X account will now have the gold check mark going forward to show that we are a company and not a person. But so check out that. It's going to be fun. I love it. But hopefully that brings in new viewers as well. But without further ado, let me bring in my partner here, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's up,
man? Were you going through withdrawal at all, or were you just enjoying your time off?
I was and I wasn't. So I did definitely, enjoy the Thanksgiving food and be able to spend that day and spend time with family. But I kind of found myself trying to figure out what to do on my downtime, right? So, of course, I go back to my PC and see if there's anything I can do. I tell myself, hey, just step away for a little bit. And I was just more like checking out prices and seeing, the market sentiment. But yeah, I mean, yesterday I remember telling you after, because every Sunday we have early morning meetings, and sometimes we do our show with the BTV over in China. And but this Sunday was just our meeting, and I was like, enjoy the rest of your day off, let's watch football and stuff. And then I realized that, like, I texted you like an hour later. I was like, hey, should we do another video? And then I caught my all right, let's just take the rest of today off and enjoy it, because we're gonna get right back into it, which we are right now. So
yeah, man. What was the biggest takeaway from the last 4 days? Like, obviously we saw a lot of coins running that are not in our ecosystem, XRP, Cardano, and stuff like that. How are you feeling about our ecosystem and about these other coins that are really running from other places?
Yeah, so the ones that are really running are kind of established already, right? So you look at the Cardanos, you look at the XRPs. These are coins that are either blue chip or they were sitting on the edge of it. And so it's it is a little bit weird to see that they're pumping right now, but at the same time it kind of makes sense, right? Because they have been around for multiple cycles. Both those coins, XRP is really old, like I think 2013 or something like that,
Yeah,
right? 2014. And then Cardano I think is 2017, around there, maybe 2018. And so no shocker that those ran. But one thing I did notice from our ecosystem is, tokens like Merlin is starting to establish like this range, right? So they've leveled up into a range. The Merl token has really stayed above or right at or above like 37 cents, kind of bouncing back and forth between 37 and 40 cents. I think Stacks has been staying pretty consistent. FB also a little bit of an injection of energy, really kind of hanging around that $5.50 to $6 range. So that is good. And these are chain tokens. So, I do expect those to build a more solid stable foundation than some of these meme runes right now, right? The runes have taken a seat back. That's another thing I've noticed, but it's going to be temporary. I think they're going to run really hard in December. It's just when is that going to happen? And I think we got to let Bitcoin decide where it wants to go first, hit a new all-time high, get past that $100,000 mark first.
Yeah, I completely agree. We are in December now. This is the last month of 2024, obviously, and we're supposed to be hitting record highs, right? So where's that record high to you? Do you think we just finished maybe at 105? Do we finish over 100K, or do we surpass that and go to 120? What's your thoughts?
So I reset my targets before whenever like Trump won on November 5th. I knew we would be aggressive, but I didn't realize how aggressive we'd be. We got really hyper aggressive, right? And ran all the way to 99,400, something like that. So I initially was saying maybe break 100K before December 31st, even if he won. But now I'm thinking in between the range of possibly 110 and 120. So I know that sounds pretty high, but I think a lot of things are happening in December, including the Microsoft vote for having Bitcoin in their portfolio, right? And Michael Saylor has been involved with that. So I think he's probably convincing some people over there.
100%. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a 30% month, which means we're gonna be like 127 to 135. I think 140 would be absolutely amazing going into next year. But I don't think that's until maybe the second half of December. I think we kind of go sideways here for a week or so, maybe 10 days. And then right on that December 10th day, which is a lot of things going on with Magic Eden and the Microsoft voting date, and who knows who's going to front run Microsoft as well. We know Michael Saylor is front running them again. So we got to get that in the news. But let's get the show started. Bring in the first banner for today.
Do it.
Is okay. So the Bitcoin November close was $96,441. Pretty amazing close. I kind of want to show this weekly chart here. So this is the weekly. It ran up, and then have two. We're on our second week of potential red. I think this will end green. We're down on the week here a little bit, sitting at maybe not down. So we're a little up, $97,260 as I speak. What do you think about this weekly chart and everything that really comes with it?
Yeah, November was a great month. It was an amazing month, right? I wonder what the percentage gain was for this November. I'm looking at it right now. So, or I'm trying to pull it up. So 2024, so 37.29% increase there. So really solid. And if you go from the last halving year, Q4, which is 2020, it was 42.95, right? So if we get like, a 30 to 35%, that's going to be amazing for December.
I agree. This just looks beautiful. This looks absolutely. This is everything that we thought it was going to be, right? I mean, when we're sitting here, the 6 months of really just down garbage time, Bitcoin was going down, but our runes and stuff were running really, everything was pretty much headed to zero, and then boom, and takes the whole ecosystem with it. It's pretty amazing to watch. But my guy Plan B put up a new dot on his chart this weekend, and I'm always excited to see a new dot. But you can see we're getting some separation here finally. It's very similar to what we had, you know, in the last two at least. What do you think about Plan D being a new dot? And I mean, dude, it's looking like it's gonna repeat. Like, I mean, we could hit 750K according to this.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't want to get too far ahead of myself because I've done that in the previous cycle, right? And you know, if you looked at 2021, then you would have probably said, if you were in, let's say, June, you would say, okay, by the end of this year, we're going to hit 100K, because it had already reached 60,000 in May.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I just definitely don't want to get too far ahead. Now, we are in a different, like, time segment than that 2021 period. So we are more of 2020, was it 2020 Q4? So we do technically have like a lot of time and room to grow. So you know, anything can happen, anything's on the table, but I'm always, I feel like nowadays I always take that conservative, kind of safe approach in terms of forecasting, because if it goes higher, then that's cherries on top to me, right? So
yeah, I disagree. I think conservative is for bitches. No offense. No, I'm just kidding. But I feel like
you like to
Michael's gonna smash through
overshoot and
this.
get it wrong.
No, well, I think I'm gonna be right. And if I am right,
Everybody
I had the
thinks they're
balls
gonna
to
be
say
right.
it. But I'm just saying, if I am right, I had the balls to say it over a year ago at this point, you know. So no one else, no one has the cojones like I do to actually call it, and it actually happened.
Except for everybody last cycle that was calling like
But they weren't
$1
calling it until
million.
2021. Like I called it the year before. You know,
I don't know who
nobody was
called what
calling
when they called,
100K.
but there was a
Yeah.
lot of people calling like outlandish stuff. And I mean,
You're gonna
still
see
to
that
this,
again next
yeah,
year. You're gonna see
I know.
people calling for
But
$1
my
million.
point is, it follows people that have followings, because people will always bring that up, you know. But it is what it is. If you
I
don't,
got receipts. I'm gonna have receipts from last
oh,
year.
believe me, everybody has receipts. So if you get it wrong, you're gonna have those receipts probably stapled to your shirt for every conference you go to.
And I will make a T-shirt saying that I messed up, but that's how confident I am. But let's get to the next topic here. Michael Saylor has met with the Microsoft board already to discuss adopting Bitcoin, and then Michael Saylor, then he buys $1.5 billion. So he's like, he's talking to Microsoft, and then he's front running them right after, knowing that they're probably gonna buy. Is this smart by Michael Saylor, or is this kind of sleazy that he's just like, okay, we got to buy as much as we possibly can right now because Microsoft's going to come in and the price is going to be way higher.
So if the price jumped past like 100,000, then I would say yeah, but it didn't. And so because there's so many sell orders at like between 98,000 and 100,000, I think it's okay. Right. So but if it did jump to like 105, 110,000, I think that they would have a bad taste in their mouth, right, from that. But I think he probably knew that it wouldn't, just because, you know, of what the price action has been lately. And he knows, I mean, like, he has like people on call, like his whole team that's looking at like, you know, OTC liquidity and how it's going to affect the price and all these things, right? So I think this is more of a public kind of display of, hey, look, you know, I'm front running Microsoft, and so you guys should too, because they're about to come in. And so it's all a part of the marketing plan, I think. You know, obviously I'm not there like a fly on the wall, which I would love to be, but I think that's what's rolling out here.
I don't think he would have made this purchase right now, because he just made a purchase, and he doesn't usually buy back to back to back like he had. I mean, he's buying like every other week at this point. So I don't think he would have made this purchase unless that Microsoft, the proposal, you know, he was giving them to buy Bitcoin was actually going the right way. I think that this was kind of like a jump the gun situation, like go. But he is making yield on his Bitcoin. I'm gonna actually dig into that a little more, but it turns out he's making like $500 million a year, a month on yield.
People,
Bitcoin. So,
people aren't talking about that, but that's happening, and that is happening with a lot of people that are in similar positions, or positions of, like, you know, founders of chains and stuff like that, because they're smart money puts their money to work.
100%. He's not gonna let them sit there. MicroStrategy now holds nearly 2% of the 21 million supply. So that means, you know, he holds over 210,000 Bitcoin at this point. Pretty insane. And he wants to get to 4%. That's kind of his target goal. He's halfway there. But he's going to spend a lot more money to get to the other 2%, because by that point, you're going to have nation states and Microsofts and Apples and stuff like that. So he's grinding. He's grinding forward. 2% of all the Bitcoin in the world is held by MicroStrategy. Pretty nuts.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
We don't want that to get too high, though.
Well, it's probably higher than we think, though, because I think at least 3 million. We got to think 1 million is in Satoshi's wallet. That'll never move, hopefully. And there's probably another 3 million over that. That's lost. Right. So, I mean, in the beginning, to lose 10,000 Bitcoin was, a really, really bad year. But it wasn't, it wasn't like death. But, so there's probably millions of Bitcoin that are just lost. It will never be found. I mean, we know people all the time say, oh, yeah, I had some on my computer. Like, there's a lot of Bitcoin that's lost. So Microsoft might own 4% of the actual supply of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Not including the lost and locked.
Yeah. If you minus those or deduct the locked ones or just ones that will never be touched, I agree with you.
Yeah. All right, getting some news that I hate. XRP has replaced USDT as the third largest digital asset, while Bitcoin waits to push through a large sell wall near 100K. Apparently, you just mentioned it. There's a monster wall between 100K, but XRP and these other tokens, Solana kind of cooled down, but XRP kind of took that and really ran with it. I'm not a huge fan of XRP, but what it's doing is pretty amazing to be up, it's up like 100%. I mean, this is not a small coin. For this to be up 100%, I mean, we're talking
that's a lot of buy pressure.
$100 billion, right? So it's insane. But what do you think about this wall, and what do you think about XRP kind of being top 3 now behind Ethereum and Bitcoin?
Yeah, it's very interesting. You go back to the oh man, like I have to watch how I talk about it, but the event on November 5th, and they backed the opposite side, right? And of Trump or whatever, right? So imagine if that side won. I there was a post on X, I think it was Sweep, right? And he said, I thought you guys said that they weren't for crypto, but I posted a response that said, look, I think logical people that know things in the space realized that both sides wanted to come on the ride with crypto because it wasn't going away.
Yeah.
But if that side had won, I think XRP would be higher now because they were supporting it. So I think there was a plan in place. Some of these other coins wouldn't be as aggressive, and Bitcoin would have had a slower climb up. And but now XRP is just kind of implementing their plan anyways, regardless, because they're just like whatever, right? So this is big. There's no regulation that's kind of in the way here, so I feel like they can kind of pump their own bags as well, right? You have to understand that like a lot of this planning we didn't know about, probably, right? They're not going to tell everybody what their plans is, so maybe they had cash on the side to pump for this bull run. But I'll say this, this could be a little bit, just don't get so lost into this because this is early. So, how high will this go? I'm not sure. It's not going to go to that 10,000 crazy dollar amount that a lot of people were saying just because of replacing Swift and all this stuff, right? But I am happy for the people that waited forever because they just, they deserve something. They're like you said, they are a cult.
No, yeah, I'm 100%. They're a cult. I mean, they're a cult meme coin. I mean, they're like bells at this point, right? Because there isn't much happening on their chain now, but we're seeing meme coins on their chain for the very first time, and we're seeing, and they have a metaverse, right? Using what are those guys, Expectar and stuff like that. So I don't know. I hate XRP for the fact that they're helping countries build CBDCs. I hate Brad Garlinghouse. I hate Jed McCaleb. I think these guys were. They were here to steal your money. But hey, people want to keep giving them your money, and they're going to keep dumping XRP on you every month. I think it's shit, but apparently I'm the one who doesn't understand.
So you put Brad and Jeb in the same bucket? Because one was definitely bringing the sell pressure. The other one was trying to continue on the mission. Like I'm not saying like what they're trying to do with CBDCs and stuff. I don't agree with that, right? But you have to admit there was a point, and up until recently with John Deaton, and Brad and XRP, to where the entire crypto industry was kind of rooting for them to win certain cases and stuff like that, right? And then I think as of late, probably the last 6 to 12 months is when people started to say, hey, maybe these guys aren't necessarily like a part of this big movement and doing their own thing.
Well, Jed McCaleb started XRP. He allocated himself a whole bunch of tokens that were unlocking, and he's basically done. Brad Garlinghouse makes $70 million a year, and XRP and Ripple have no income. They have like zero income. So where is that money coming from to pay all these employees? They're dumping XRP. They're dumping XRP on the markets. That is their main source of income. How is that okay in any way to pay yourself $70 million and just dump on your cult?
Yeah.
Every
Is that his official salary?
it's north of 70 million. It's probably more.
But his official salary that he takes as a
Yeah.
CEO?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was 100% like a marketing. It's been a running on marketing, basically
Yeah.
what our plans are and stuff. I know that they have grants that they give for builders that build on XRPL though. That is truth though. So they do have plans for actually utilizing it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's good for the overall crypto space that people are excited about. They're bringing liquidity into it. So we'll see.
I just feel like that liquidity could go so many better places.
Well, probably a lot of it will. People will make like 5x on it and then put it back into Bitcoin, because at the end of the day, XRP might be doing great. I think there will always be this subconscious thought process for logical and intelligent people that say Bitcoin is the safest asset in this class.
Yeah.
And no matter what, if I make profits from any of these other coins, I want to end back in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. I hope you're right, because I hate XRP. Anyway, Bitcoin miner Marathon Digital to raise up to $105 million to buy more Bitcoin. So this is something, again, I brought this up many times on the show, but I just love to bring it up. It's the first time in history where miners are dumping their stock instead of dumping their Bitcoin. You have Mara, you have a whole bunch of these other ones. There's like 6 of them that are legit on the stock market type of Bitcoin miners. So there's a scary point in this, right? Of someone like BlackRock or something come in and buy the miners. So let's just say they get a good hold of Marathon, a good hold of all these other miners and stuff by just buying their stock. They get to control Bitcoin. They get to control what the miners do when they're voting. So it's a little scary that this is happening, but at the same time, they're not selling their Bitcoin; they're selling their stock.
Yeah, they'll eventually start to sell down their Bitcoin once they feel they've at least gotten to maybe 70%, 80% of where they feel like Bitcoin could be all time high. Because you got to remember, these miners are conservative. They kind of have to be, right, in terms of the energy costs and all that stuff, and employees and all that. So,
Yep. All right, let's get into that Bitcoin price action. Brought to you guys by Bitperp. Bitperp is going to be one of the leading leverage trading platforms in all of Bitcoin ecosystem. You'll be able to trade your Bitcoin L1 memes with leverage. You'll be able to trade pretty much anything in the ecosystem. They partnered with so many different projects, and it's going to be glorious to see once they're up and loaded. So they're going to be launching their testnet on what is it?
What's Botonics?
Botonics, on Botonics as
I'm gonna get you
Chain.
a Botonics.
I know.
T-shirt.
I'm gonna write it on my thing. I swear I know what it is until I go live, and then I'm about to say it, and then Bionics just pumps in my head every single time. But Botonics, they're gonna be launching on Botonics, which is Spider Chain L2. This is so much hype. Charlie from the Bitcoin was a Bitcoin Season 2 podcast. That's his sponsor.
Yeah,
he's very bullish on Charlie Spears. He's very bullish on them. So I'm very bullish. But they'll be launching their paper trading competition on Botonics probably next week. Looking forward to that, and then going live somewhere in January, which I'm really excited for. Look out for Bitperp, guys. They're going to be special.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And before we get into the Bitcoin price action, guys, if you're on the YouTube side, please smash this like for us. But more importantly, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. We would hate for you guys to lose out on the Bitcoin ecosystem news heading into this bullish bull run that we're about to experience for 2025. And then on the X side, hit that like for us, and please share this space as it helps us onboard new people to the Bitcoin ecosystem and educate everybody. So let's go ahead and jump into the Bitcoin price action, brought to you guys by the great people at Bitperp. They are actually, I think they have a space later today too with Botonics and some of the builders. So that'd be a cool thing to watch. We'll drop some of the information in this show description and notes here. So you can check that out after the show. But let's jump into the hour chart. You can see here, Bitcoin just got out of the sell pressure on the MACD for the hour chart and crossed into a buy pressure just starting out. Looks like it's not hyper aggressive yet. We'll see if we get there. You can see that the orange and blue lines are not necessarily like super far apart. The further apart, the more bullish the buy pressure can be. So it's just starting though, so we need a little bit more time to see how aggressive this buy pressure is. You can see here on the stochastics, we just exited the oversold area as well, heading to overbought. We'll see how long we will, hang out up there as well. And it's kind of been a little bit of back and forth, right? Even over the holidays, it's like low as I think high 94s, but not really hanging out there for long, all the way to, getting back to 98 for around there. But we were at 98.1 until we brought this downtrend leg down, and then now we're working our way back up. So a good way to start the morning. And trading is officially open on for TradFi. So this is probably a lot of them as well buying up the dip here. So second half of today, probably see further higher up. I guarantee, we'll probably try to head towards 98,000. It's just been a trend heading towards 98,000, stopping at like 98.5. And then reversing. So like you said, maybe the beginning of December will be kind of this chop back and forth. But let's see what the 8-hour chart says. So the 8-hour chart has been a little bit, indecisive for the MACD. You can see here that we're kind of, never really got out completely of sell pressure to get into buy pressure. We had one green little candle here on the MACD. So it's been a little bit of chop, kind of what I've explained, right? But it will make a decision pretty strong here, I imagine, here in the next couple of days. So we'll see, typically when you come out of a strong sell pressure like this, you'll try to form buy pressure, but that's just kind of what we see in terms of trends, but anything can happen. But like I said, December is typically, the strongest month. We'll see if that's the case, if that continues here. I expect, like you said, kind of that after that first week, December 10th through the 15th, to kind of get hyper aggressive. I do think we're going to break 100K though by that time period, but we'll see. Yep. One thing real quick I want to show on the hour chart, just kind of some support and resistance here, some levels. Let's see. I want to get to the shortest amount of data in terms of time frame here. So Sunday at 7 p.m. Okay, that's fair, I think. And if you look here, support at this level at 96.8 or 900. We got support above that. We got support above that. The next level to where we got to fight resistance really is 97.330. So, and it's dead even there. So, and then above that, we got a little bit more support. And then, so it gets a little bit choppy above that. So that's kind of what we're seeing for the second half of today in terms of support and resistance. I think it's more support with a little bit of choppiness up in that like mid 97,000 range.
Yeah, man, love it. So I'm expecting good things this month for sure. Let's kind of get into the roll call here. First is first, we got my man PJNZ, peanut butter jelly time. And it looks like he made his avatar
PFP, yeah,
peanut butter and jelly. So shout out to him, man. I love that. You're the man, PJNZ. You're the absolute man. Ordinal Sweets is in the building, followed by his brother Ordinals Chips. These guys are the brothers of destructions. Mempool Punk is here. Chief Axel, dude, I'm just waiting for you and like a few other people. Let me do that real quick so I don't forget. So right now, guys, today's the last day. If I don't get it, I got people hitting me up like, yo, when am I gonna get my Merlin coins? I need to get this in. So Austin Gray, I need your Bitcoin address or your X handle. Then I have Chief Axel, I need yours, bro. Miscellaneous as well, followed by Don Dow. If you were one of those 4 people, I definitely need you guys. I need your Bitcoin addresses as soon as possible. But yeah, so Chief Axel, you can throw it in here, man. I can probably just grab it from here. I Walk Alone is here. So damn, YouTube strikes again. I guess YouTube put people in the graveyard. Sorry, guys, I was not able to grab those beforehand. But yeah, sorry, nothing we can do. But shout out to everyone who who was in graveyard yesterday as well. Yasher's here. So greetings again. And yes, the great graveyard is wiped out again. But we are Bitcoin community. These stuff are jokes for us. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Gotta push through it.
Yeah, man. Make Bitcoin fun again says, can't wait for fun on Bitcoin. Shout out to you, my friend. That's the first time I think you made roll call, but I appreciate you being here today. Joko is here. Glasshoppers in the building, and not my guy with the let's go boys fire emoji. Shout out to you, my friend. Steamy J every single day with the Billy glasses. Shout out to you, my friend. Chota is here. It's the last dump before 100K. Buy the dip. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nighthawk UXL is here. He says GM fellas. I Walk Alone is here. I said you again. I'll see you again. Matt's is here. Patty Poo, the Bitcoin machine himself. MB Farms. Happy New Week, Ordinal Revolution. I know MB Farms, you did win, but I just want to make sure I have yours. Yeah, I have you. We talked on X. Mr. Sheedy is here. Says, "What's up, fam? Can't wait. Watch right now. Can't watch right now. Definitely have to catch up later. Don't want to miss a shout to you, Mr. Sheedy. Appreciate you, my friend. And we got my man Zap is in the building. Hi, y'all. No is here. Pelpa again. Fixed is here. Sixes is here. Jamie Coin over on X. Shout to you, my friend. What happened to Sats Pump Fun? That's a question for Francis there, Jason. But we appreciate you being here. Bitcoiner is here. Steve Verse is here, and Chief Axel through his wallet address. Yeah, I'll have to grab that in a second. But I appreciate every single one of you guys, man, making roll call on this Monday morning. 219 people in here. Shout out to every single one of you guys. Even the people with the earpiece in their ear walking around at work. We appreciate you, even though you cannot make roll call. I used to be that guy, so I appreciate you guys even more.
Yup.
All right. That's the roll call. Let's get into the next topic here. So this is from I think he's the CEO of Magic Eden, right? Jack Lou or OX Leon.
I think it was from Jack Lou. Let me see.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
That's his handle. But he said save the dates. December 4th, eligibility and allocation. So that is in 2 days from right now. So that's Wednesday. I'm really hoping that I'm able to do it with my VPN, but we will see. Linking December 10th will be the ME launch. And then there's a December 17th Magic Summit. We don't have too much information on the Magic Summit, but it's probably going to be a huge event to celebrate them making billions of dollars. But what do you think about this? December 4th, I do like how that eligibility and allocation checker. I think that'll be when a lot of people start yelling and crying and screaming because they are US and London citizens or UK citizens, and they're not eligible for this airdrop. But we don't know if the VPN is going to work or not.
Yeah, we'll see. I think there might be some tips and tricks, but yeah, there's definitely the majority of their market is going to be US people, right? So I think it would just be not very smart to do that, but I get why they maybe initially did it because they put that out before November 5th. Yeah. But maybe if they can fix that, that'd be great. Look, the Magic Summit, I'm not sure what that is, but if it might be a conference that they're putting together, and that'd be cool if they like had a conference that was like named after them. They're getting big enough to where they could probably afford that. But it's gonna be interesting. Magic Eden, a lot of people are saying they are taking the NFT marketplace by storm, and they're the number one right now. And I think that's pretty obvious. They made the big bet on Bitcoin Ordinals, which is the space that we cover. And so we're very familiar with these guys. And so we'll see what happens here. They're probably gonna have a lot of success this bull run because they're also into runes. How big can they get though? And can they stay on top of being like, can they be like Google? Once you get there, you're the king of the hill for, a long period of time.
Yep. I agree. Do you see Magic Eden maybe in the top 50 of coins?
I do see it, especially, by the middle or towards the end of this bull run, easy. Probably eventually like top 30, but we'll see.
So let's just say you did get your allocation. Would you hold the ME token or would you dump it for runes?
I'd probably do some sort of like percentage of it depending on how much I got. Right. Because it is an airdrop or claimable, whatever they want to, call it. Right. So some people might be getting a lot, some people might not. So if you do get a lot, then you can kind of cut that up and slice it up and go into higher risk, but higher reward, positions. I do think that it's going to take probably some time, like maybe us getting into spring or next Q4 for it to really go parabolic, because you need that buy pressure and it goes along with everything because it's going to go on all the exchanges right away, I feel like. And so with that being said, then it follows the trends in terms of, when Bitcoin goes up, Ethereum, everything else, like when you're in the bullish bull runs part of the bull run, then this will also go up. But from now until then, it might be kind of back and forth, choppy, right? Figure out like where they want to settle and stuff.
Yeah, man. I agree. All right, let's get into the next topic here. I'm not sure if you've seen this yet. I meant to talk to you about this pre-show, but so I'll just bring it up here. All right, so this is a tweet from OX Designer. It says, "Hey Brian Armstrong, let me help ship this a token gated theme." So it's kind of like a comic book version of Coinbase, which looks phenomenal, by the
I
way.
love that.
That's not, yeah, it looks sick, don't it? I love it too. But this is the thing. So Brian Armstrong tweeted, "Not bad. Always wanted to bring back some of these vibes too," and he posted a Bitcoin wizard. This is Brian Armstrong.
Dude, I feel like he's quietly and secretly uber bullish on Bitcoin
Yeah.
layer one assets, man. Like it's not just this. There's other things adding Taproot to Coinbase's address set for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then I just feel like he likes the Bitcoin layer one assets, and I think for him it's kind of nostalgia a little bit because back in the day they did, I think Coinbase did, but a lot of these tier one centralized exchanges listed the counterparty tokens and stuff like that. But now it seems like there's an actual on-chain economy that's robust, as opposed to before it was like the centralized exchanges were the only ones that were kind of paying attention there. But now it's both on-chain and them. So I would not be shocked if there's like Coinbase gets their hands in the Bitcoin layer one honey jar.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's a holder of ordinals. I don't think it's a secret. I just think that he's just not, he's just not coming out and being active in the community. But I think him and maybe he's probably gifting some ordinals away and stuff like that, just kind of having fun with this. And obviously, they have Base Chain, which has their NFTs and stuff like that. But I think eventually when ordinals are easily jumpable, using, potentially Emblem Vault or some other bridges, I think Base Chain is going to be a big provider of these, and they're going to have big marketplaces for ordinals over there. So I think they're preparing for this, but they don't want anyone to front run them, right? Because if Brian Armstrong comes out and says I'm a huge proponent of ordinals and stuff like that, you're going to have Arbitrum coming out and them trying to get ordinals over there first. And I just think that he's just kind of secretly building something really cool for Base Chain, and he's not ready to put it out yet.
Yeah. Oh, so what do you mean? Like, are you talking about like Base Chain being a servicer layer for ordinals and Bitcoin layer one assets?
Yeah, I think he's really going to start pushing that and saying, "Hey, we're onboarding somehow using maybe one of these bridges, whether it be Emblem Vault or someone else." But I think Base Chain is going to be, in my opinion, they're going to lead the charge on EVM style ordinals besides the L2s, right? I mean, for Ethereum L2s.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say Merlin already does that. Yeah. So I think that would actually probably propel people to use Merlin more, because they'll be like, okay, look, mainstream's coming on and it's already there on Merlin and stuff like that. And plus Emblem is building on Merlin to do the jump over there. But yeah, that could very well be the case, right? I didn't think about it like that. Them creating a marketplace that would service ordinals and stuff like that. So I don't know. There's so many possibilities. And I think like I said before, the interoperability cycle is definitely this one. You can already feel it. I mean, you got Particle Network that can let you use any token that you have on any chain to pay for gas, right? So this is it's going to happen this cycle.
Yeah, 100%. My big point though was potentially Coinbase allowing you to buy ordinals through your Coinbase account, right? But using your Coinbase wallet, that's onboarding 100 million potential Coinbase users to ordinals. I think that's the big difference between Merlin and something like Base Chain doing it, because if you're able to buy that and it automatically shows, let's just say you use Coinbase's front end, but the transaction actually happens in your Coinbase wallet. That would be that would be huge. And if they allow Coinbase wallet to actually show these ordinals, I mean, they'll be EVM, right, at the same time, but they'll be
that's what I think. That's what I think the arms race is going to be, is how can you make your chain become a high volume processor? Because it doesn't matter at the end of the day like what the front end looks like to a normie, right? To us maybe, but we're just nerdy. We've been in the space for a while, so we'll ask the annoying technical questions. But like for someone like my aunt, which is like 60, right? But she's very business oriented. She's had successful businesses and stuff like that. She's been in crypto. She bought Bitcoin in 2017 and stuff like that. But she's not in the trenches like us, of course, right? So for her, it doesn't matter, right? But if you can get like your chain to be a high volume processor, then you're winning this game, I think, in our industry. So I think that's where the focus goes.
100%. Yep. I got this next thing here. All right, so Bitmap Emporium It just wants to load up. Their mint for the Bitmap parcel land is Thursday. So this is the whitelist mint. And this is their website here. It's codes.emporium.online. And this will be where you'll go if you're whitelisted. We're actually going to be giving away some right now. We're going to tell you guys how to basically get yours. It's going to be super easy. But as you can see, where is the Ordinal Revolution? Where are we? There we are. We are right there with the Ordinal Revolution logo. So shout out. We are on this land, but we got some really big players on this land as well. You got Unisat. You have a whole bunch. You have Block
Forbes
on here.
You get the Forbes Finance.
Yeah,
to the left there. You got
Francis
Beyond.
Dune.
Yeah, Francis Dune right there. Shout
I'm
out to
surprised
Francis.
he's on here.
Yeah, you got Foxy, Tap, BitLayer.
Yeah, BitLayer. Oh wow, BitLayer's on here.
Yeah, I mean, Limitless is really talented. The founder of Bitmap Emporium. I mean, his networking skills are probably top notch. They are top notch. We've witnessed them. So you have Magic Eden on here. You got Unisat. You got everybody. So this is starting to really fill out to be kind of the Bitcoin ecosystem, right? So I do know that there's going to be a public mint as well. So probably people with individual accounts that have some networking power and stuff will jump into this.
100%. And we were actually told by Limitless we're allowed to give away more whitelist spots. Originally, I thought it was 3, but it was 25. So we're going to give you guys, our viewers here, a chance. So all you have to do is just go to or.io and inscription number 756-25862. And I'm going to list it. I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys. You guys do have it. But it's just right here. 756-25862. Just go here. And just that's all you have to do is put a comment. Don't matter what it is. You can say F Shizzy or I love Yagobi, whatever. It doesn't matter. But potentially if you're already on here too, we're gonna get you guys.
No, it starts today, and then the comments start today. So the dates from December 2nd and on. So you guys got to go make those comments right now. And we have I think we have actually no, it's not 22. I think it's like 15 because we did from our previous competition too. So about 15 spots. So go run in the first 15 to do it. But we also have 50 first come first serve mint spots too. So we're gonna count up until like 65 70 of these submissions. So go do this now, and then you will qualify for either the first 15, which is guaranteed, or first come first serve.
Yeah, but you will have to pay these things. I think we paid I want to say about $500 for our spot, right? It wasn't cheap. So if you guys are interested in doing that, but you'll be
they have smaller parcels too though. So
yeah. Will you be able to sell these? Oh yeah, they got some for like $50 and stuff like that too. So I think will you be able to sell them?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Ours, but
yeah, it would make sense for it to be kind of like a free capitalistic market type of situation, because if you're stuck with it, that sucks. But I think more than anything, it'd be good for you if you have a Twitter presence at all, if you want to grow a Twitter presence, if you have a new podcast or something like that. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you're too young for this, but like in the early 2000s, I want to say like around 2003, 4, 5, there was these, like, on the internet, they were like pixel advertisements. Do you remember that at all? So literally they would have like blocks like this, and then you would buy like an advertisement or whatever, and it was like called the first one was called the $1 million pixel advertisement. But it kind of reminds me of this, but I think he's going to go a little bit deeper than that, to where there's going to be other ways to network as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Troy on here. A lot of really cool people. So you guys want to check this out too. It's codes.emporium.online. If you want to go check that out as well. But let's jump to the next topic here. Lobo the Wolf Pup snapshot alert. Get ready for the Loboverse Ordinal collection. Pretty nuts. Let me actually show my screen here again after this loads up. Make sure it's the right thing.
I like how these guys are staying, involved, right? Engaging with the community, because they could have easily just kind of let this be, if it's a meme coin, if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But they are constantly like posting on their account and stuff. So shout out to Buoyant Capital for being consistent, at least for engagement with their community.
Yep. So it says, get ready for the Loboverse Ordinal launch. Snapshot is December 9th, which is next week. The mint is December 11th. And then it says, get access to the VIP mint phase rune doors holders. So if you hold a rune door, you'll be eligible for the VIP mint phase. All rune door holders will get added to the VIP mint phase. I think I actually have a rune door. I gotta check that out.
Oh, I
The
remember
Lobo
that.
holders, the top 1K holders will get access to the VIP mint phase. Each holder will get at least 100. Each other holder will with at least 100K Lobo will be added to the second. So if you have 100K or 100K Lobo, I don't think that's that much. I think it might be like $100. So you'll be added to the second mint phase. So these are pretty cool. I do like the art. The Lobo Wolf Pup does look cool. But is this going to be another collection that kind of goes down? We've seen a lot of them kind of not really get traction, especially the newer ones.
Well, I think right now launching a ordinal collection is not a horrible idea, because
Yeah.
if you're trying to prepare for, let's say the spring, whenever ordinals could really take off, then, there's going to be a certain level of ordinal collections that will take off. The ones that are just
Yeah.
completely, abandoned, obviously those won't. But if you have any type of engagement or community already, then I think it's smart, because then, there's going to be like the best chance that you have will be this coming up year for your collection to do well. That's why something like Billy Cats, for me, I'm still really bullish on. The volume is there, and once the actual ordinal crazy boom starts to happen, they're going to benefit. It's not going to be crazy like node monks and stuff, but it will definitely be crazy for its kind of relative situation.
100%. Yeah. Looking forward to this one. I think this will look cool. I like I said, the art is amazing. It got, the runestone logo, the big, like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be really cool. I can't wait to see the other ones. But I'm actually bullish on this collection. I don't know why. I just feel that momentum.
Yeah, and they stay engaged with the community, so it could be good.
100%. Fluid tokens. They had a tweet. Fluid Pass rewards are unlocking this week. 7,500 of the Bitcoin split across other R stakers. So they keep winning because they buy this Bitcoin super cheap. They bought it for like 50K and now it's close to 100K. So it like doubles the reward. They do the same thing with $1 Billion Cat, the rune, and like 5x the thing. But this is pretty cool. So I have about 13 of these staked, and I can actually show you guys the vault here. But this is a big deal for two reasons. Yes, it's on unlocking, but this is just for the Bitcoin. What's going to happen when the Fluid Pass gets you the FLDZ token that has been flying? But that will eventually be a rune, probably when this opens as well. But this is the vault here. So 0.075 Bitcoin. The unlocking date is December 9th here. I think that's because it's UTC and I'm East Coast, but that's why it's a 1 day earlier than the 10th. Vault max cap 1,000 ordinals. So this is kind of like what it was, but there's only 250 of these staked. So each person will be getting a $30. So I actually am earning more Bitcoin than I paid for these passes.
Yeah, it's probably like $15-$20 or something like that, right?
$30.
Okay. No, I'm talking about the actual profit. But I think that they just wanted to show how it worked, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why they put that amount of Bitcoin in there. But Bitcoin going up obviously makes it a better situation. But I think the pass holders are really excited about the runes that's going to be coming out, because that's really what this pass is going to be for in terms of staking.
Yeah.
Right. And only they will have access to it that way. Right.
Yeah.
So it's like they put the work in to get the pass. And if they didn't, they bought it on secondary. They had enough, knowledge to be able to buy it on secondary to say, hey, this is going to be good for the future. And if you look at the FLDT token, you're right. It's hyperly aggressive right now. It's at like 44 cents. It hit an all-time high yesterday, right? And so it's wild, because I don't think that Raul and his team was like, okay, there's gonna be a point where Cardano, and I think he had a little thought of this, but not the way it did. Like Cardano and Bitcoin kind of have this interoperability, but building the bridge, and then Charles Hawkinson coming on and saying, hey, we're going to be a servicer for Bitcoin. That just wasn't in the plans, I don't think. Right. And so now you can see like people are going to be staking this pass. I guarantee you that. So
yeah, no, I agree. And what I'm probably going to do, I'm getting like $300, $360 worth of Bitcoin. I might take that and buy more fluid passes off the floor. Like, I'm dead serious. I'm not even trying to because I think getting the FLDT token is going to be, it could potentially 3-4x from here. Such a small market cap. What's going on? But yeah, that's just not financial advice. It's potentially what I'm thinking about. But So we have this next piece of news here. OrdinalsBot, breaking news. We're fully inscribed 10K crystal stones for the legendary artist Leo Kellard. And I think he's the same person who created the runestone
Runestone.
for his the upcoming stone collection. So they dropped he dropped a new 10K stone collection, and OrdinalsBot is going to be doing it. But if you gotta go to, let me share my screen here. Or.io. You can kind of see the stones. Ordinal is very slow for me. I don't know how it is for you.
Let me see. I mean, they have a
Here's the
ton of
stones.
they got
Yeah.
a ton of stuff on their site, right? So
Yeah. What do you think about these stones? Gold.
This is launching on Fractal.
No, this is launching on mainnet Bitcoin.
Yeah, I just don't know, man. I don't know because I feel like, what benefit are they going to get from this?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
It's
the
interesting,
design of it and stuff is going to be, it looks good, right? Like it looks
Yeah.
clean. It's gold. Gold kind of is hard to see, like that 3D like shine and stuff.
Yeah.
But the black one was like awesome because you could see that shine when it turned and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So other than the art aspect of it, people are going to be already like look at me, like I'm like, what benefit do you get from it, right? And so people are looking. I mean, that's what they're going to ask. Like, do I get
Yeah.
something? Because they know how the runestone happened, right? You got
Yep.
big benefits if you got the runestone.
Yep.
Will you get big benefits if you get this one? I don't know, and I just don't. Yeah, people are going to look at that. That's for sure.
Yeah. 100%. Still pretty cool. And I kind of want to go back to this tweet and just make sure it says we fully inscribed 10K for the legend. So OrdinalsBot did it for him. And he's the artist, the stone artist, stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool video here as well. Go check this out on the OrdinalsBot Twitter account. But yeah, there's some blue ones in there as well. I'm gonna keep digging and kind of find the real cool ones, but there's a lot of them. But yeah, man. All right, we have a couple more things before we get to Merlin Monday. I'm gonna kind of get through this kind of quickly. The Spooky token goes live tomorrow on MemeChain. So MemeChain put out a tweet here. Was Ghosty already on MemeChain? I can't remember. I don't think it was MemeChain that they were on. But here's a tweet from
I'm not
MemeChain.
sure.
Ghosty Cash, a secure and privacy enhanced multi-chain bridge and swap platform, is coming to MemeChain Kickstarter. Vote with MX. So if you have the MX token, you can vote if you guys want to see this on there. It looks like it's trading on 12/3, which is tomorrow. But yeah, pretty cool. Congratulations, Ghosty. I mean, this is big for them to get listed there, especially after everything. I mean, they're a tap token now. They got their platform. I feel like everything's kind of falling in place for Ghosty now.
Yeah, I mean, this is the token I imagine that they're gonna run like really hard with because they are on the MemeChain Kickstarter. I actually looked at the Ghosty token and they weren't on any centralized exchanges that I see here. So this is the first kind of exposure to that, and we'll see. We know that the team's talented. They have really good BD, business development, representation, networking skills are on point. I feel like everything's on point for them except for like before they're not having clear-cut plans for their token before in terms of what the future looked like. But now I think that gets solidified with this. So we'll see, though.
Yeah. So now this is the second tap token be listed on exchanges. What do you think the third is going to be? Do you think maybe something like Gib, or maybe something like Launchpunks or Traverse, or anything? What's the third one going to be?
I think it's going to be a team, like maybe Foxy or Launchpunks or something like that. But it's going to be a part of probably of a plan. I think this was a part of a plan, right? Like getting on MemeChain's Kickstarter. So their business development part of their team was like, hey, look, who knows if they paid a fee, but that's what I see from this is like, this is a part of that kind of investment plan that a team kind of came in and stuff like that. We'll see though.
Yep. Next thing in news here is Trac. Round 5 is now open. This was a question that I had a while ago. Is when are they going to start doing these again? Because they were really successful last time. So this is a thing from Trac, and they put out this big thing. They called it the Node Runner Bible. What is Trac Network? They basically had everything in here that you need to know about Trac. If you're someone new, what are the node runners and stuff like that. But in here, They did say there will be a launch of the reopening the campaign to get more validators out there, and they actually had a website where you can kind of go and check that out. But yeah, if you go to Trac and then just kind of go down a little bit, you can see the website. It's tracvalidator.com, and that takes you here, and you can potentially trade Trac to get to get the validator. But they did have something else in there as well that kind of concerned me a little bit. So the native Trac token, Trac 2.0, will go live in Q1 25 as the primary reward and the only gas token for the entire network. So I still got to read into this a little bit, but it sounded like to me, and I could be wrong, that they're going to kind of do what Spooky did and maybe drag out the supply a little bit. What do you think about this? Obviously, we're going to dig into this and give more opinions tomorrow, but at first glance.
I remember there was talks and discussion of them bridging Trac from BRC20 to TAP. And so it could be that if they bridged it, if they create a whole new token and they change the supply, I think that's a negative for them. Because the whole point of getting these validators was to have these tokens sent over there. Now I don't know if the team is selling down the token to use for expenses and stuff like that. That was also part of some of the rumblings going on X. So I think they got to be careful with this in terms of tokenomics. That's just my opinion, my 2 cents. But we'll see what happens, because there's been a lot of tokenomics and token changes happening from BRC20 to TAP with their ecosystem. But there's also a lot of really like diehard, people with conviction that held onto the TAP token or the Trac token all the way to where it went to what was the lowest it went to recently? 70 cents?
60 cents, 60.
Yeah, 60 cents. Now it's at 97 cents. So someone's been buying it up probably to prepare for this, or maybe the team's trying to create hype or something. But yeah, we'll see what the future holds for the Trac token. But it's kind of sad, because it's like, there's people that held onto that token for forever, and they just wouldn't let it go until they feel like they're like, I believe in this. And if they get screwed, that sucks. I just don't want those people to get screwed. So
I agree. I'm with you. I hope they don't dilute the supply, but I don't know where the reward's coming from. Like unless Benny just has a boatload of Trac, I just don't know where the reward's coming from. If it's paid in Trac.
TAP. It's paid in TAP.
But it says here, on the Bible thing, it said it was going to get paid in Trac.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, that's definitely interesting.
I thought I had it in the description. My bad. But yeah, I'm gonna go through this. We're gonna have a more in-depth look at this tomorrow. Like I said, this was something that just launched a little bit ago, and I just wanted to put it in the news. So we will see. But it's exactly 1,500 Trac per license right now. So it's $1,500 per license. I think I paid like $250 for mine, which is pretty crazy. But
Yep.
So
there's some breaking news real quick.
Go ahead.
The U.S. government moved almost $2 billion in Bitcoin to a new address, though. So that's interesting to see like what that's about, right? They're either going to sell that down, or maybe they're starting the foundation of the reserve. We'll find out, I guess.
I doubt that this administration is doing that.
Yeah,
but who knows, right? I mean, this might be a new Coinbase wallet, right? They might be selling OTC. I don't know. But that would suck though if they sold down now. And then we got to buy back at like 250. Like that would be shitty. But that's what this administration does.
Definitely would be on par for where we are right now.
So maybe they're trying to give this money away before it's too late. But we will see. Let's kind of get some comments here before we start Merlin Monday. Do you see anything in here? Thoughts on the spooky launch tomorrow? We kind of gave our thoughts already. Any final thoughts on this? Do you think it's going to be pretty big?
I think that there's enough people within that network and outside that they probably brought in to push this. So I think it's going to have a decent launch. And then I think all the TAP and Trac stuff will probably pump in the spring, because there's people invested for this ecosystem, at least to have short-term success, bull run success. For me, probably stay away from those tokens, because I think they're going to go through like a chain link experience to where like they're constant sell pressure for a long time. But eventually they'll probably break out if they're still building and stuff, let's say 2 years down the road. So
100%. The U-Man Crypto says, thoughts on Airheads? What's your thoughts on Airheads?
Airheads, it was weird. They had good leaked out marketing like 6 months ago, 8 months ago. But then, wanted to time the market for the launch. And I just feel like it got to a point to where they kind of felt like they had to launch. They waited for so long, and there's a ton of FUD surrounding the Airheads, right? So I think that Arthur Hayes is a name that can save this. But there needs to be liquidity pushed into it from them, right? To really bring the floor up and to satisfy some of these mentors and some of these early secondary buyers. But I think that has to happen. If it doesn't happen, then I think it slowly bleeds out and it gets kind of faded out into the background.
Yeah, I'm kind of bullish on this. I know there's a lot of hate, and it just kind of reminds me of the No Monkeys. It's really beaten down right now, but they're launching a rune, and so we'll see what happens with that. But I think we haven't seen the end of Airheads. I think that this is going to be a popular collection, especially with potential people that aren't in Ordinals yet. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, this is only time will tell. I'm not too confident on it, but I think it has a nice balance.
There's two blueprints that they can follow. The node monks, which I strongly believe, whether it was Raktoshi or whoever is behind it, did some artificial pumping into it, but then it kind of became organic because the hype around it, early inscription meta, stuff like that. Or two, the Quantum Cats kind of strategy. So Quantum Cats was able to also kind of artificially pump their collection, but also threaten their holders to be like, if you list yours, you're gonna not get this, or you're gonna be so sorry because we're coming out with this. But they also had a narrative of OpCat that was behind them too, that they were able to dance around. So with Airheads, they're gonna have to really do that with that token. And also supposedly there's like a layer 2 or something that's coming out, or with the oil wallet too. So they have blueprints that they can utilize to make the Airheads collection successful. We'll see if they follow that or try to create their own, or just decide, hey, look, we made our money, we're out.
I agree. All right, guys, it's officially Merlin Monday, but I just want to give a quick mention to our space tonight. So tonight, join us for the pre-launch AMA of Party BRC20 token presented by btc.fun, the first token from btc.fun platform. The speakers tonight are obviously going to be btc.fun. Me and Yagobi are going to host this. It's going to be fun. We're going to have Jeff there. We're going to have Nakib there, Rick Gamboa, the Ordinal side, Kimmy Boy. We're going to have Mr. J, Juga himself, and the Ordinal dude, which is Fonzie. It's going to be exciting, guys. Join us tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern time. It's a little later than normal, but this is going to be great for the guys in California and the Pacific coast and stuff like that. So we're excited for this one. Join us tonight. It's going to be fun. And let's get this Merlin Monday started.
Let's do it. All right, guys. We got Jeff waiting below along with Mr. J. We're going to bring Jeff up first to kind of give us some updates on Merlin Chain. So let's welcome Jeff from Merlin Chain to the stage. What is going on, Jeff?
What's up, bud?
What's up, guys?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, a lot of work, preparing everything, testing. Some people are asking, when is the date for your job and for the fair mint? The only thing I can say is definitely, this week, definitely weekdays. So, it's either, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
I love the mystery behind it. I love the mystery behind it.
There's not mystery. It's just like, testing. We don't want people, to get into troubles and stuff. Make sure everything's safe. Make sure the smart contract is working. This is our what we do things, how we do things like before, right? Like make sure everything is cool, no drama. And I mean, it's the test token, but I think people are kind of overhyped. So do not be overhyped. Just try to test the whole process and see what's going on. And also, I just want to add, I think still people are like some people are still not following with this. The cost of the mint is not like going to like anybody's pocket. It's going to the LP. So you are the only one who has token. So when it goes to LP, you are the one who get dumped. Instead of giving all this cost to the miners who don't buy ordinals from your pocket. And if the mint, doesn't succeed, I don't think the first one will not, mint out. But the later ones, if they don't mint out, you will get the full refund based on the, like how much time this mint is going to continue. So some people might set 12 hours, 24 hours. Some people might set the token for, I don't know, like 30 years. So you have to identify the length of the mint and make sure you get your money back. Yeah, so that's like the basic strategy. I think it's pretty easy, right?
Yeah. Well, that explanation was really good because I was kind of wondering what that looked like in terms of the length of the mint. So for the audience, that is going to be one of the attributes that, in my opinion, from a strategy perspective, you got to look at. Is this person putting 2 years for a mint out, right? And then it doesn't mint out and you got to wait 2 years to get your money back. That's going to be a very long time, right? So you want to do like something that's probably like up to a week maybe or something like that. But shorter term will be probably more fun. So for the people that are trying to launch these tokens, definitely probably do the shorter ones. That's the ones that I want to be in. But since we are on the topic of btc.fun, that is the topic really this week and the launch coming up. Shizzy and I were discussing, the airdrop and stuff like that. And he was telling me, some of these people are going to get airdropped on layer 1. Let's say that I am someone that gets airdropped on layer 1 and I have the party token. And what can I do with that? Can I trade that on like Unisat or can I also bridge it over to Merlin?
Yeah, it's a BRC20. So when you get the airdrop, you just consider this as like Ordi or Sats or Rats or Pizza, whatever. So you can trade that on Unisat, OKX, Web3. You need to inscribe that. A lot of people haven't tried BRC20 for a long time, right? People are enjoying the ruins tokens. So, but yeah, you have to inscribe that first, and you can list that on OKX or Unisat or basically any marketplace that allows you to list. And also, of course, you can buy them, from layer 1. And also, it's bridgeable, from layer 1 to layer 2, from layer 2 to layer 1. I think the only detail here is before the fair mint. So basically, so day 1 is the airdrop. So you claim the airdrop, and we will issue layer 1 airdrop first, way ahead of others, because it takes time on Bitcoin layer 1. So we airdrop them first, and probably they will gonna be 24 hours later for the fair mint. So during that time, you cannot bridge them to layer 2 because there are no people on layer 2 have any tokens. So after the fair mint, you can bridge the. 99% people probably don't care about this. So like this is like tiny detail. But yeah, after that you can bridge in, bridge out, do whatever you like. If you have airdrop on layer 1, I highly encourage you to dump them on layer 1. You don't have to dump them on layer 2. And another detail is if that token get listed by exchanges, probably they will only accept Merlin Chain deposits because like Merl and Voya, they are BRC20, right? But exchanges, they care about the majority of the volume coming from. So if people are just bridging into layer 2s to trade whatever, probably the exchanges will only open deposit for Merlin standards. So if you want to deposit into potential exchanges in the future and dump them on the exchange, you better have them on layer 2, but that's a long story.
Yeah, but they could still do that. They could bridge from layer 1 to layer 2 and then send to the centralized exchange if they want to. But there would be no point to send it to the centralized exchange at that point because you could just trade it on Merlin, right? Yeah. So awesome. So these airdrops and stuff, do you think that there's going to be kind of like this? Because I feel like there could be like a pre-well hype kind of situation, like the pre-market hype for these airdrops that happen on layer 1, and then people are like, oh, this is going to be huge, and then they start trading. Is that an expectation possibly that you guys are seeing happening?
I don't know. I really don't know. These things happens sometimes, out of our imagination. It can be overhyped. It can be underestimated. But it's a free airdrop. You have them. If you want some money, you can inscribe half of them to dump them. I don't know. It depends on people's strategy. I know some people, they are going to buy more, but it's a test token. Always remember, this is not a typical token launched by btc.fun. btc.fun main launch, the permissionless one, everyone can launch whatever they like, will be like 5 to 7 days after the party launch. So probably next week we're going to talk about what happened this week and what's going to happen next week. Yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome. So this is going to be a huge arbitrage opportunity, especially after the mint, because people are going to see the prices on potentially L2, and they're going to be a lot higher because you can come in and buy them with a lot more volume. You're going to be able to do it in a very decentralized way using the swap and get them all at one time. And then potentially you're going to see those same people coming over to the layer 1 buying those tokens up because of that opportunity of arbitrage, right? And you don't need a bridge to do arbitrage. That's one thing people don't understand. You can, as long as you keep the same amount of tokens, but then you end up with more Bitcoin on either side, it doesn't matter. You don't need a bridge. You can do arbitrage just like that as well. And I'm really excited for that opportunity. It's really going to open that up, and that's not like a lot of coins. Like you weren't able to really do that with pizza right away and stuff like that. So this is going to bring up a lot of opportunity for a lot of people who enjoy arbitrage opportunities.
Yeah, but arbitrage only happens when the layer 1 price is lower than layer 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the same way.
Which could be the case, very early on, I think. But it could be the opposite, like Shizzy said too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that the problem with the opposite is that I guess you said you don't have to bridge it over, right?
Yeah.
Not really. As long as you're
let's
just say you have. Go, Jeff.
Yeah, but if layer 2 is lower price and layer 1 is high price, you cannot dump on layer 1. That's the problem. No.
You have to wait for. You have to have the market, because the markets
are
different. Because of that.
Yeah, that's why I say it only happens when layer 1 is lower than layer 2. You can dump them on layer 2 and then instant buy some on layer 1 because of arbitrage. But
gotcha.
Yeah, so I think it's free to bridge. You can trade them on layer 1. I believe on OKX and Unisat BRC20, column party will be somehow popular, for a day or two. Yeah.
So that's funny that you say that, because that was going to be my next question. Is this something that could regenerate the energy of BRC20? Because let's be honest, that energy has kind of gone away from layer 1, at least for the West. The West trades typically on Unisat, right? So I don't know about the East, because there were some weird volume numbers. I want to say like 4 weeks ago, that I was shocked that BRC20 is still kind of trading at that high volume. But do you think that this could bring energy from the West and kind of revitalize the BRC20 market?
I think first, you will definitely remind some people, BRC20 still exists, for 5 byte tickers. So, people some people, they ask me, the party is that, ruins or whatever. I say it's BRC20, right? And people are surprised, they don't know it's BRC20. So yeah, I think this definitely helps. And I know OKX is trying to push their, wallets and marketplaces with Ordinals and ruins. And one more thing, the most important thing is, there are going to be 4 to 5 trading bots workable for Merlin and btc.fun. So we will announce them on our official Twitter, which one you can go. If you deposit like $30, $40 there, they will give you a free gas fee for at least 10 transactions. So make sure if you want to trade these memes later, use one of these trading bots. And if you are small influencer, KOLs, doesn't matter. If you have some friends, you can go there, apply for the rebate codes. You'll get like 60 to 80% rebate. I don't know if this is good to talk about here, but yeah, I think but I think some people will do that. Yeah.
So it's kind of like the leverage platforms, right? To where you can get the referral. That's awesome. I think definitely that's like a model that KOLs and ambassadors will take.
Yeah, and it's no harm for anyone, because these bots, they trade on all chains, like Solana based, Ethereum, MemeChain, Tron network. So it's not there like shitting you about Merlin or BRC20 or rooms. It's just like access to the bots, and you can go there and trade Solana memes.
Yeah. For the audience right now, because we got 343 people listening in, could you explain how that process would work from like step 1 to, let's say, the last step of finalizing your trade?
Yeah. So if you go to the trading bots, basically, they look different, but mainly they look like a central exchange experience. You go there, you see your wallet, you deposit some, if you trade on Merlin, you deposit some Merl. We will give you BTC for free for the transaction gas. If you go into Solana, you deposit Solana or Ethereum, whatever. So you deposit some money, and you go there, you see, different, all kinds of different tokens on different chains. I will share some of the details later on Twitter, because we haven't announced officially yet. But these trading bots are they're not Telegram bots, so it actually looks like application, looks like Robinhood or Binance. And the better thing is, because it's on chain, so you can see all the details. So like, how many transactions per day, volumes per day, how many holders, are these early holders are, somehow conspiracy, like are they connected to each other, or are they really, fair mint? Like how much percentage is for this conspiracy, things
Top
people are
holders.
wondering yet, top holders and stuff. So they have all this data, so you can choose whatever you want to trade, and it looks like a central exchange experience. You can do like limit order. I will buy this under 10 cents, 5 cents. I will sell this for like $2, whatever. So it's gonna be very, 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 very convenient.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's really cool. And that'll be on Merlin, but you said not. It would be on mostly all chains, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Gotcha. I guess that's a good transition into kind of any other updates that you have for these, mini apps. I want to stop saying Telegram mini apps because they're actual apps that aren't necessarily only for Telegram. But if you could maybe give us some updates on some of the other ones, or what else Merlin Chain has going on.
Cool. So let me open the screen share, and I will share some mini apps I have with me right now.
All right.
Bit of a question here. Any chance BRC 420s with over 1,000 holder count could be kicked allocation? And yes, it's the blue box, right? And it's the what other BRC 420 is eligible for that?
The NFT, the music
box.
NFT. Yeah.
Sorry, what's the question?
What BRC 420s are eligible for the drop?
Oh, for the drop, I think only blue box and music box.
Gotcha.
There too. And there is a quantity limitation, so it's not like one music box equals one blue box. You need to have like 10, 20, something like that. But yeah, with a fair amount. Yeah. So this is like the first one I like to share here. They're still in beta test, so but this is on mainnet. This is on mainnet. You go there, you can see different tokens like Virtual. I don't know if you guys know Virtual. It's like $1.5 billion value meme coin, and you can go there. You can do how much token you want, do long and short, and you can do Merle. You can do Clanker. This is on base as well. This is Riff. This is Nero. So the great thing about this is like you can do any tokens. So if for me, I can create Arena. I can choose like another token. I don't know if DOT can be searched because it's on beta test. So probably not DOT right now, but yeah, you have dogs, you have Whiff.
There's so many dog tokens. So what you're doing right now is trying to create a new trading pair, right? Is that how it is? Okay.
Yes. So I don't know if the dog can do, because if their name is Dog to the Moon, is that not dog? Is this dog token? No.
Is Ordi on there? Maybe Ordi.
Yeah, Ordi's on there. Yeah, of course, Ordi's here.
Okay.
So you can do Ordi. You can create the room. You can do like the pool, how much money you put in the pool, and you can set up the pool for people to trade perps.
Okay.
The great thing about this is you can do all on-chain tokens for the official version. Any token on any chain, Solana, Base, Ethereum, MemeChain, whatever. And because 99% of these tokens don't have perps. Like remember when Surf launched in the dog perp trading, right? At that time, no exchange has perps for dog trading, for dogs. So basically, you can create a room and you can share the link to others. Like I create this Merle thing, so people can go there and to trade long and short. And yeah,
so let's go back to where you were creating the the Ordi token pairing, right? So anybody can create liquidity for people to trade, because the whole objective is for you, if you're going to provide liquidity, then you're going to earn from them, correct? So could you explain what that looks like?
Yeah, so if I create the Ordi pool for people to trade perps, I can deposit. I mean, I don't have money right now.
Yeah, but let's just say that you did like $500.
Yeah, I did $500, and then I can create rules so people can do like, what's the highest leverage you can do? 20 times, 100 times. You can set up these parameters, and you can also set the transaction fees and some details. And when you create the pool, you have a link. and you share this link with your friends, with your groups, with your community, and they go there to trade that pool. And eventually, you will make some money if people are losing. So basically, you are playing the role of casino, and other people are playing, the role of
game.
People who get,
The players. It's
Yeah,
the
the
house
thing is-
versus you're making everybody. You're allowing everybody to be a market maker at the basically lowest level possible if they want.
Because right now, Binance or OKX, they are making all of this money from you. Why not, give this money to your friend? I mean, I'm joking, but
wow.
yeah,
That's just
yeah. But the
crazy
thing
though.
is, yeah.
Go ahead.
It definitely encourages people to create pools, even for Bitcoin, because you don't want the casino takes money from you. But this looks like you are renting a slot machine in a big casino, and people who play on your slot machine, you're playing against each other. Some people lose, some people win, but it's fair, it's safe. And also the thing is 99.99999% of tokens don't have perps or ever. So if you have like party, so for example, on day one we have party, right? Party probably won't have perps in 30 days, to be honest, because the exchanges cannot find market makers for this token. So in these 30 days, if you don't want to buy, the party, the real token, you are very degen, you want to do long. I believe Merlin is going to do great, so I will play like 20 times leverage on long. You can do that on this mini app.
Dude, this is amazing because you're bringing like a decentralized approach for market makers as well, to where you don't have to rely on, a typical standard, even on the decentralized like leverage platform. So if I put $500 in there for Ordi and let's say USDT, Shizzy comes in and he's like, okay, I want a long Ordi, and then it shows his liquidation price. He wants to do $500, so he wants to do the entire pool. And let's say he gets liquidated. Then me as a market maker, I get his $500, right?
Yes, but you as a market maker, you have to set the rules. So if you put $500, probably you place the highest bid for like $10 because you don't want people to go there and just rob you, right?
Yeah.
You
have to do it smart to where it's like, they lose slowly over time or they win slowly over time. Either way, basically, as the market maker, that's your responsibility. So where I think this will be huge is individuals that have huge followings on traders, actually, that have like 100,000, 200,000 followers on X. And now they're like, hey, just trade with me. You know what I mean? And so this will be really, really big. This is exciting, man. So is this a part of Merlin Chain?
Yeah, of course. So they will be working with us. Of course, you can deposit money into this platform on our chain, and they will support all these memes from btc.fun, of course. And I think the great thing is you don't have to tell people it's long or short. You just create the the playing ground for people, and you don't have to create like some risky token like party or Merl. You can do Bitcoin, right? Because you are betting with Binance anyway. Why don't you just bet with me?
Yeah, exactly.
And I can see like the people who trade like Shizzy, trade in my room. So if Shizzy is losing like $100 in my room, I can just give him like $50, right? Like to maintain this relationship, right? Like, but Binance or like OKX, they're never giving your money back, right? But I can do this in my community, say, oh, you lose a lot, so I'll probably give you like half back. Please come back and play more. So there are lots of things you can do with this. And also if you are a big influencer, but you don't have like $1 million for the LP, you can do like 10K. And you can do fundraising with that pool. So you tell people, I have lots of followers, but I don't have the money to to put in the pool to make sure people can gamble as much as they can. So they can open up the pool for people to do fundraising, and they do like some kind of carry, cut, revenue sharing, this kind of stuff. So there are lots of possibilities behind that.
Gotcha, dude. This is gonna be amazing, man. I'm excited for it. So we do have a couple questions in the chat, but I want to bring up Mr. J too, because he's kind of hanging down there by himself. I want to hear his kind of opinions as well, because it's going to be just us or y'all two today for Merlin Monday. So what's up, Mr. J? How are you doing?
Wow, first time I see Mr. J in person. This is amazing. What's up,
yeah,
bud?
good looking man down there waiting for us. What's going on, Mr. J?
What's up, man? I don't really open my camera, but I think Jeff has been showing his face a lot, so it would be pretty weird with just a PFP. How are you guys?
Good, man. Good. yeah, so we'll get into Unicross in a bit, but like I'm curious because you guys are working on a mini app as well. What's your opinion about this kind of leverage trading that's like decentralized to anybody really that could be market makers?
I like it, man. I think a lot of this where you see a lot of the power shifting to people, with even like IRL events as well, and then you see this on chain, and it kind of makes you think where this is kind of the narrative where people are getting, um, like I said, like a power of like being able to do things, being able to create their own pools, being able to create their own tokens, create their own following, and then it just brings a full circle to the attention economy that we have now. So being able to create your own pool, that's not something that I've heard of before. And just it's like making your friends play a game with you. So I like it. There's a lot of ways to play with it. And I think this is gonna I'm actually very bullish on this.
Yeah. Yeah, and thinking about it, Shizzy, like someone that let's say there's like a big influencer that has like YouTube, right? And they're like in a battle with someone else that has a big following. They're like, this person thinks that I don't know, let's just say Cardano is gonna hit this, and this other person's like, you're crazy, we'll never get there. You'd be like, let's just settle it. I'll create the pool right now.
Yeah.
And then you could set the leverage right there, like live, right? So there's so many different ways to utilize this. So definitely excited about it.
Yeah, it's really about putting power back into people's hands. You see that with Pump Fund previously. And then you think about a lot of these normies who are going to be coming into Web3, they are probably like thinking it's sort of like a democratic or a very liberal kind of way to play with crypto. This week, I actually came to Korea and then I went to eat some ice cream. I saw Bitcoin being offered at Baskin Robbins. They were like, eat some ice cream and you probably win some Bitcoins. So that was like
Wow.
some crazy moment for me. And I'm thinking, wow, a lot of these normies are really going to enjoy this beautiful space that we have once they actually do get into it.
Yeah. Man, I haven't been to Korea since 2003, but I definitely plan to go and take my mom this coming spring. So it's going to be exciting. I'm excited to see all the integration with Bitcoin and crypto into their society. But there's a question here, Jeff, for you from one of our mods. He says, is it possible to add like a trading view chart or some sort of charting for these things? Or is it like, oh, there it is. Wow.
Yeah, so I think they make this because it's more simple and degen. People
Mhm.
do this probably not professional traders, but they just, and you can see this red a yellow dot is moving. So they want to make this like looks like a game. You don't even need to understand what is Bitcoin, right? You just need to understand long and short. So this is for degen. I'm not advising any people to do this, but if this is for degen, I think this is like the simplest and most elegant way to do so, because people don't need to like I don't even understand this professional charts on trading views and Binance. Like sometimes I just feel like Bitcoin is going to 10 like 100K, so I just long. That's all.
Yeah. It's interesting.
That's all I do too. I just long. I'm just blindly long.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, that's all you gotta do in a bull run. No, but let's see here. It says the second question is the mini app, is it available on PC? I know you have it open because it's in kind of beta, but will it be available for both? Do you know, or is it going to be only focused on mobile?
This is on PC.
Okay,
right?
so it is both.
Yeah, PC and mobile, of course.
Yeah. So I would imagine probably like the most convenient is going to be the mobile version, but I mean PC looks like it's very functional there. So
And there's no downloading or anything, right? I just go to Telegram. I hit
no
the button.
downloading.
It takes me. Awesome.
And just connect your wallet. I think right now they only accept OKX wallet, but this is like the alpha version, so they will allow any wallet on Telegram, Bigat, Bybit, any wallet.
Yeah, it was super simple for me too. I signed up over the weekend, just messing around with it. I think I'm doing it yesterday or the day before, and it loaded my OKX wallet that I had right on my phone, because I was doing it right on my phone, and it made it so easy because I already had USDT in there. I had a little bit in there, and I was just kind of messing around with that, which made it really awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome,
And let's go to the next one.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that one up right here. It says, 1 and 2 says Jeff finally docs. Dude, Jeff's been doxed for a long time. 1 and 2 out. Where have you been? Number 1, because he's been doxed for a long time. But
Yeah, like any YouTube podcast, whatever live stream, I'm doxxed, and I'm doxxed way before. Way before BRC420. Just people from the West don't know it.
yeah. Yep.
So
Awesome.
this is this is like the second one. It looks cool on the.
It looks awesome.
Side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Timon. Do you guys know Timon and
Mm-mm.
Lion King from Lion King?
Oh, Timon.
Oh,
Yeah, Timon. Yeah.
Yeah.
That little guy. Yeah, that little guy. So yeah. So this is. So this is I would say a very, very universal app for all kinds of crypto trading, not only on Merlin, but it will be on Merlin first for a couple of months. But for trading, for perps, for lending, for farming, for all kinds of stuff. This is also alpha version. So right now you can see all these tasks, which is for the growth. So you don't have to worry about this.
Okay.
This is for the game. So I don't have ticket right now, but it has like lots of price pool there. Bitmap token, iPhone, Tesla, Bitcoin. I actually won 10 USDT today for the free spin. So this is for the free spin. You don't have to do anything. Just
you just gotta have tickets. Basically, you have to have tickets for that or something.
Yeah, the tickets is for the tasks.
Okay.
So I only have one task left. If I connect wallet, I will add one ticket. And they do this on daily basis. So second day, you will have a free pass as well. So just do your free pass and do the scratch. This is diamond scratch. This costs on star from the Telegram mini app, but you don't have to do this. Sometimes if you invite lots of friends, you can have a diamond scratch, but this is free money. And most importantly, this is earned. So if you reach level 30, something like that, basically you play this for like 45 days and you reach this, you can go farming. We have signed with 2 major chains. The first one, they gave Timon farming $98 million US for 24 months. This is their price pool, I would say. And when you do farming, you don't need to have Bitcoin because you are high level, you are very active. So this pool will give you a free Bitcoin to do farming. So basically still for you, no cost, no gas, no deposit, no anything. They just give you Bitcoin to farm and you trying to learn all these DeFi protocols on different chains and they give you yields back. And, and of course, you have to share their profits with the one who borrow you that one Bitcoin. But in general, you don't need to, put any money in that.
Gotcha. Okay, so I know the audience right now is probably like, okay, what's the catch-22, right? Because this sounds like amazing, but like I imagine the whole idea behind this is the people that have Bitcoin that don't necessarily want to do the work of finding stuff that is good yield returns and stuff like that. Is that kind of the concept behind this?
Yeah, so basically there are like 3 parties, right? The first is the ecosystems. They are giving grants, they're giving yields, like Merlin still, right? We are giving lots of money. For what? For liquidity, for the marketing. So this party, they want TVL, they want volume, and also they want thousands, millions of users get to know about them. And also, the Bitcoin, the people who have lots of Bitcoin, and they want yields for this native Bitcoin. And they cannot do this by themselves because they're lazy, they're rich. They're not going to these Timon apps every day to do all these tasks. So, and the third party is the retail users. We don't have lots of Bitcoin to do farming. We don't understand the risk behind that, right? You guys probably don't want to put like a Bitcoin or 10 Bitcoin into, I don't know, Tyco, ZK Sync, Scroll, all these EVM, ZK Layer 2s you don't understand. So yeah, so people don't want to take that risk. So this is fulfilling 3 parties' needs. And the first campaign will be live very, very soon.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just remember, you don't need to put any money. You don't need to bridge anything. You don't need to deposit anything. All you need to do is do the tasks. And also, the party campaign will be there too. So I think starting Thursday, there will be a party campaign here. So
well, you can earn party or.
Yes, you can earn parties.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
So I imagine because they're the ones that these whales are the ones that are putting up the Bitcoin, that your split is going to be obviously, you know, probably, you know.
Party is not for whales. Party is just for the campaign.
No, I'm talking about like a standard campaign, right? Like, let's say that like I'm doing this and I'm utilizing someone else's Bitcoin to farm. So what would this, is there like a certain split? Is it like 20-80%, 20% to the?
So the farming is only for the big project, like, you know, Starknet, ZK Sync, and campaign is for the small memes. So first, these are two separate things.
Gotcha.
Okay. So for farming, you are basically farming real US dollars. It's not a meme. It's not Bitmap token. It's not Room5. It's not Party. It's not, you know, pizza or anything. So the farming is for the big projects, and the revenue share, I don't know yet. You know, I have to ask them, but you know, you have to do some revenue share because you are not the one who are contributing the Bitcoin, right? You are contributing your time, which is valuable as well.
Yeah. Cool. So Mr. J, someone that is, you know, a co-founder of a project, would you find this useful? Let's say that like Unicross comes out with a token. Would you find this useful teaming up with Timon to kind of get your token like exposure and stuff? Or how would you look at this?
I think it's a great way. First of all, you're allowing like two types of people to actually enter into your exposure. First of all, it's like you either get whales or you get like people who want to do tasks. So offering an asset in exchange for some marketing and some exposure is good. Yeah, and the app is designed really cleanly. I like it. And funny enough, the founder actually texted me, I think earlier today, about this, and I didn't. I was like pretty excited to know. She's Malaysian as well, so yeah.
Yeah, this is
All
really
I
cool.
can say
Go ahead.
is when, man. I want to get my hands on this. I want to start going. when will this be available?
If anybody loves free or like testing, it's
Yeah.
Shizzy. Like he's the person probably that goes to the grocery store with like a whole like envelope full of coupons, and he's like, I cut these for like 2 weeks.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I don't do that, but at Costco, the free samples, I'm at every desk.
Yeah.
It's free. Now you can get your kids to work for you again as well.
Jeff, you're on mute. You're on mute right now.
Sorry, I've been exciting all whole time. See, like I spent like, you know, a 10 star, which I think is like 10 cents, and I win a Merl, which is like 40 cents. So yeah,
4x, baby.
Yes. So Shizzy, like try to put your serious hat on real quick. And like I'm asking you, for someone that loves to do testing and loves to do these kind of task things, is this something that you would like maybe allocate 30 minutes a day or something like that? Or how would you approach it?
So I'm somebody who, like, when I first get to my computer in the morning before you hop on, I have like all these test nets that I'm playing with. I'm playing with Yala, I'm playing with Saturn. There's a whole bunch of them that I have a rundown of a list. I would just add that to that list, right? And I do that just to kind of keep up, see the progress of the site and stuff like that. It's not really about earning and getting the free airdrop. It's really just about understanding, so I'm able to take that education and bring it to the audience every day. Like I don't want to talk about something that I'm not 100% caught on. I'm not 100% aware of every aspect of it. So for me, I love it because it's educating, and I don't need anyone else. Like I don't need someone to teach me. I can just play with it, make the mistakes, and be there. So that's what it mainly is for me when I do a lot of these test nets and stuff. It's just I just want to make sure that I am caught up on everything when I'm trying to educate someone else. I don't want to be that guy who's like 50% and doesn't really know what I'm talking about, or there's aspects of this test net that I'm not aware of. And that's kind of what it is for me.
And you can do that a little bit with this too, because
100%.
This will be like, obviously, like they all have their own custom tasks and stuff, but you're learning about new projects too through this. So.
Exactly. And that's even better for that aspect too, because like it's a one-stop shop. I can potentially come here and use 10 different aspects of, you know, education all through this one app. That's what's really cool about it.
And I want to say one more thing too, is that like, you know, there's been like this social-fi type of approach with like pre-launch pads and stuff like that. But every time I get into those, I feel like I'm going up against like a million different people, right? And it's like, I'm not gonna earn my way to like this allocation, and I just give up. But with this, I feel like it's different. It's like you have control over your own like time and fate for this. I don't know, Jeff, am I explaining that wrong, or do you feel like it's similar to what I said?
Yeah, I think we're not trying to do some time farming for people just come here to waste time. I think it's like for this, basically it guides you to other Merlin related mini apps, which they have their own whatever campaign functions, rewards, and also for the farming part. I really think because a year before this, people are doing the TVL game. People find out TVL game is kind of hard to play because you don't have 1,000 Bitcoin, right? So I think everyone's trying to improve this because TVL is for the liquidity and also for the education. So if you don't have 1,000 Bitcoin, you are not educated to know this brand, which sucks. So I think this actually decentralized wealth money into small shares and let the people who are actually caring, who actually want to dig into what's happening on ZK Sync, what's happening on Scroll, what's happening on Tyco, what's happening on Movement, Monad, Bear Chain, like all these big names, you heard of them, but you just don't have interest to participate in them. But right now you have Bitcoin in your hands, you can go there farm for free. Of course, you will know more about them, and probably you will find more possibilities. I think that actually bridges the gap between the different chains and ecosystems.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
definitely love that. I love it because like now I can just use this one app and potentially because that's my biggest problem is I'm kind of so focused here in ordinals and layer twos and stuff like that that I don't really know what's going on. So there's an app that I'm able to use that kind of gets me a little educated on what's going on outside the Bitcoin space. That's even better.
Yep. All right, Jeff, are there any more that you can showcase, or is that it?
One last thing is very simple. It's btc.fun. It's their alpha version with the stupid dog, and they don't have the mint and create function yet because their website's not on yet. But after the website, the main launch, there will be functions here for you to mint, for you to trade, for you to create a token for yourself. Right now, it's just this game. You go there, you save some dog, some pizza, some no monkey, and you can play this forever. You can play this forever. And when you have the pizza, basically gives you more weapon. If you have the Bitmap, I think it just clears the whole screen. So this is a very stupid game, and it just gives you points. This points equals amount of party token airdrop to you directly to centralized exchange. So you don't have to get on chain, have some gas, trade with Merlin swap, and then bridge out $10. You don't have to do that. This airdrop will directly go to the centralized exchange you pick, and you can just trade there. So basically, that's their mini apps. They do airdrops, they have friends invitation, they do tasks. But in 2 weeks, this will be the mini app for trade, for mint, and for creation.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, that is awesome. But eventually, like you said, that they will have the mint process, so you can do all the btc.fun from their mini app. So that's going to be very convenient. So, like these mini apps, you get access to them by visiting the Telegram group chat, and then from there you can just click on the mini app, and then you can start playing, right?
Yeah, very easy. And these apps are going to have their own native apps on Apple and Android as well, on website, of course. So it just depends on how you like to participate.
That's awesome. If they're going to be coming to like the mini app or the app marketplaces, I think that's going to be huge. So if they're also just easy to use and you can just have them on your Apple and you don't have to go to Telegram, you can, but yeah. So that's awesome. That's awesome. We're super excited about it. Obviously, btc.fun. Jeff, do you have to bounce out or you got a little bit more time?
Yeah, I have an early meeting tomorrow morning and also the AMA.
Yeah.
With you guys. Yeah.
Okay.
UTC. Yeah. But yeah, just one thing, if you are interested in these mini apps, you can search them. You can wait for our announcement. I know one thing, Timon is going to have 5 million users on Thursday. They're having a huge campaign with Toll Market and Big Ats. So when I say 5 million, it's not some calculation I did in mind. It's in the contract. So I know for sure it's going to be 5 million people coming on Thursday. So if you want to be ahead of others, you can try that before Thursday because all that matters is the level. And yeah, btc.fun, I think we're going to have AMA. I think the fair launch and the airdrop is going to happen weekdays this week. So basically, that's pretty much it.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you here in about, I would say, about 9 hours.
Yeah.
Take it easy. All right, Mr. J, now we got you. I want to talk about Unicross because Unicross is doing a little bit of this app building as well. Are you guys still like in the process of that, or do you feel like that's coming to a close? What does that look like?
Okay, so the main body of the app has been done. Tasks have been laid out, and we have most of the like I would say a first version that's ready. But we're really looking into how we're going to position ourselves in all these different Telegram mini apps. How we're going to position ourselves in the market. So that's kind of like what we're focusing on right now, and just maybe some bug fixes. We see a lot of different utilities. Previously Jeff just talked about too. There's a lot of ways to go about this, and a lot of I would say very innovative ways to really expand upon what the base of what we already have, which is like education and allowing people to earn tokens through education. So how do we further enhance that now that they already have these Bitcoin assets on our platform? What else can they do with it? So this is one of the, I would say, a very key thing for us is to determine what value can we add, and also add value to the partners that already partnered with us, and the ecosystems that we're already on, and how to expand this to different ecosystems as well, with our utilities.
Yeah. I'm glad that you guys aren't rushing it, and you guys are,
Yeah.
like you said, the design is done, but you're taking your time to see where Unicross, fits in, because it's easy to get kind of just jumped on this like, hype train of like all these apps are coming. We got to be a part of that, rush in. So that I
Yeah.
think that shows good leadership that you guys are taking your time and saying, hey, we don't just want to put out an app. We want to put one out that's useful and that's going to be impactful.
Yeah, and to be honest, like it's getting really competitive right now. You see new apps pop up every day, and these are all really exciting utilities. Launching like your own perp, how cool is that, right?
It's awesome.
And being able to launch your own tokens very seamlessly on the app. So we really have to pick and choose properly on what path we want to go, because we do have a very good base right now that we can build off on, and we
Yeah.
don't want to like rush things and go, I would say, half-assed on something as well.
I agree.
Yeah, man, 100%. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Could you kind of like maybe talk about like kind of what kind of app it is without kind of giving it away? Like, what are you guys thinking for it?
For further growth, you mean?
Yeah,
We're
for the
sort
mini
of
app.
going into a direction of, I would say, servicing different apps and different ecosystems.
Smart.
So more of a service provider. We've
Okay.
already been like an infrastructure for Bitcoin Layer 1 and Bitcoin Layer 2. So we're kind of like going in that direction, but also opening our minds to more applications, not just like through very basic things like bridging or like trading. We want to do a lot more, and I think Telegram really is a platform that can
Yeah.
allow you to develop pretty quickly and think outside the box as well.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I have a question. So we talked about earlier potentially about Brian Armstrong maybe getting ordinals to base. Is that something Unicross could do for them? That's to say, if he reached out to Unicross, hey, you guys are doing this for Merlin, we want you to do the exact same thing for base. Is that something you guys could do?
Yeah, definitely. It's more of like, I would say, yeah, we can do that. Just have to like manage our time and resources.
Yeah.
But I would definitely love to see ordinals on as many chains as possible. Our value has always been the same, which is to unleash the potential of Bitcoin assets everywhere. And I think there will come a time where you would see ordinals and Bitcoin assets being a staple on every chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Brian Armstrong, he posted a picture of a Bitcoin wizard today, yesterday, and it really kind of opened my eyes to potentially. I mean, why wouldn't he want ordinals on base chain? right?
Yeah.
Because the same exact way of trading an NFT. I mean, they are basically an NFT at that point because they're just a mirrored version. Like, why wouldn't he want that? And especially if he had, he probably not going to want to outsource that, like do it himself. He's going to probably use a third party. And something like Unicross definitely came to my mind when thinking about that.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. And also, like, I think Unicross has, like you said, just this energy of being the kind of infrastructure between L1 and L2, especially with Merlin Chain. But there's going to be other options that Unicross probably come into in the future, right? Like, I know that you guys have been talking to Emblem, also, and different kind of options that you guys can offer too with that. But being the expert kind of with that interoperability, or infrastructure interoperability, I think that's going to help you guys a lot. All right, so this question is geared more towards kind of the volume of Merlin Chain. It's always been in the top 3 of the Bitcoin layer 2s, but I feel like there's been this focus of, hey, look, whatever happens on the front end of these applications and stuff, we want to make that as like, frictionless as possible, simple, easy. We don't care. Like, we want normies to come on because processing on the chain is the most important thing. Do you think that that's what Merlin Chain is going for in terms of like the milestones and goals?
Look, I think what Merlin Chain is going for right now is towards simplification and true innovation. So we see a lot of different dApps built on Merlin, but it's not a very conventional build. It's actually on Telegram, and it's a very easy to use kind of dApp. Compared to opening up your browser, opening up your dApp, it's a very seamless way where it's on Telegram and you are using Merlin without even realizing you're using Merlin. So I think that's a big win. I think we spoke about this last week as well, where you don't really understand, or you don't need to understand what's actually working behind the scenes of your phone, but you're using it. And it's that smoothness that you like. I think that's what Merlin is trying to do, which is like be that operating system for a lot of these different applications, but it also does have these what you call Bitcoin assets or ordinals on it, and you don't really realize it until you actually go a bit deeper and figure it out. So one of these goals that we also have is to educate people on what they're actually using, so they can have a better understanding of crypto and ordinals and how things work. I think once you've already had a lot of fun or had a lot of gains from using something, you probably want to figure out a bit deeper about it, and that's probably where it comes as well.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so what's one thing that the audience should look forward to, I guess, from Unicross coming up? I know that you guys are a lot of like kind of infrastructure, and it's kind of a B2B type of approach, but I guess someone that follows Merlin Chain, what is something that they can look forward to? Obviously, everybody wants to know is there a TGE and stuff, but we don't talk about that. But is there anything else maybe that you can hit on?
Well, you will be earning points on our Telegram mini app, so go figure. And I think we're trying to like transitioning. Traditionally, we are very, very like B2B. We do retail services as well. It's just that we're not like our brand is not kind of like doesn't have that character, I would say, and we're kind of like changing that image slowly, becoming more casual, and I think that's something that would probably be more interesting to the listeners here. We'll probably be having an image update or image upgrade very soon coming up in the future.
Awesome.
Interesting. Image upgrade. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little rebrand with a little maybe a little bit more retail friendly rebrand approach. That's going to be interesting. Last question I have for you, because I know we've been on here for a while, is what are you getting into personally? Because for the audience that's been around the ecosystem for a long time, and for us, obviously, we know that you're an OG in the space. You were trading ordinals. You actually launched your own collection, the Uniskelly. Is it Skelly Uni? Did I get it backwards?
Yeah,
Okay.
Skelly Uni.
Yeah.
Skelly Uni. And so what are you getting into personal? Like, what's your DGen mind getting into?
Like personally trading and what I'm exploring personally.
You don't have to get into exactly, but I guess like, what do you think is hot?
Runes,
Okay.
BRC20, AI.
Few things. I would say like 50% of my time is on Telegram.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm actually looking into a lot of different applications, and also talking to some friends about trading. For me, this is not financial advice. Yeah, I do buy a lot of runes myself, but those are like we kind of buy and hold. It's just like Bitcoin. The tempo is a bit slower there, and then there's a bit of faster tempo, which is with Solana. And then you kind of like understand more of like the fast-paced ecosystem. And then there's an even, I would say recently I found out about something that's even crazier is like XRP, which is some pretty crazy ecosystem going on right
Shizzy's
now.
favorite. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I
some
hate
pretty crazy
XRP.
ecosystem going on right now. These are the kind of things that I'm looking at and I'm trading on. I just really want to understand why people, degens, actually do like these kind of like ecosystems, and because these are like the people who are most likely to really enjoy Bitcoin and ordinals. It's just more of like what kind of environment do we have to create or adapt to them to allow people to appreciate ordinals, ERC20 runes much easier. So really immersing myself into these other ecosystems as well, just to get a better understanding to build our product and to build our product to suit a wider audience and a different audience compared to what we do have now, which is like ordinal users who are already in the ecosystem. Like the goal is to get more users outside of our ecosystem and also outside of Web3. So really exploring on these fronts and immersing myself in these activities as well.
I think that's a solid answer.
Amen, 100%.
Yep. All right. Well, Mr. J, it's been amazing. It's been another amazing Merlin Mondays. Guys, we hope that you guys learned something from today's show. Like I always say, Shizzy and I, that's our first goal is to educate you guys. And Mr. J and Jeff were gracious enough to jump on and spend some of their time with us. And so we thank you, Mr. J, and we look forward to speaking to you next week.
Thank you. It's always exciting to come on the show, and there's always something new to learn on every episode, and I think you guys really nail it with this. That's why you guys are like growing. I'm really excited every Monday to come on board, and probably in about 8 hours.
Yep.
We'll be talking about something really exciting as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, hell yeah.
We'll see you. We'll see you in about 8 hours for that Spaces. But it was a pleasure, and we'll talk to you soon.
Get some sleep, buddy.
All right, see you guys.
All right.
See you, bud.
GN.
GN, man. Absolutely amazing as always, man. Really appreciate both Jeff and Mr. J, Juga himself. Can't wait for tonight either. Gonna get to spend some more time with them, guys. I just want to shout this out one more time before we get into the final countdown here. But airdrop alert, join us for the pre-launch AMA about the Party BRC20 token presented by btc.fun, the first token from the btc.fun platform. Speakers will be Obviously, btc.fun. Going to have Jeff again. Nakib will be there. We got Rick Gamboa is going to be there. The Ordinal side, Kimmy Boy, Mr. J, and then Fonzie will be there as well, guys. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Join us at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, and I think that's around 7 p.m. Pacific. And then that it will be I can't remember the
3
UTC
a.m.
time.
I think it's like 3 a.m. UTC. Sorry for the UTC people, but
yeah.
you know,
it's hard to do math. It's hard to do math live, but
well, I remember it was on the original graphic. That's the only reason I remember. But yeah, you don't want to miss that Spaces tonight, guys. It is on X. Come to that Spaces, ask questions. Ask as many questions as you have for the AMA, because you know, if you have airdrop questions for certain assets, qualifications, all that great stuff. But yeah, let's see if we have any. I don't think we had any other questions here, but yeah, guys, we appreciate you guys. 435 people on a Monday. You know, Bitcoin did dip a little bit after that unfortunate, I guess, scare maybe about the Bitcoin moving, but don't worry, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to break 100K before you know it. And if you guys do have some extra time, if you wouldn't mind checking out our partners, guys, it's very important to us that you guys do that. And also, you know, if you have time, obviously, but we appreciate your support and viewing and being our audience. But Emblem Vault is going to be an interoperability player that is a major component of that for Bitcoin Layer 1 assets. You know, they have this new jump feature with this new LET protocol that's going to allow you to jump your ordinals from Bitcoin to Merlin Chain, and also like possibly Base, Solana, all these other chains as well. You can learn about them at emblem.vision. They also have an AI wallet that's going to be released very, very soon. The Solana version's out, and they will have the Bitcoin version out soon. We're going to go over their tokenomics, I believe, later this week, because they do have a rune that's going to be launching very, very soon. And then BetBTC is the predictions market of the Bitcoin ecosystem. They utilize ICP and Bitcoin technology for you guys to be able to place bets in certain markets. They have a ton of Bitcoin related markets. We just bet, Shizzy and I, on the Thanksgiving football games. I won, actually. I won on my Cowboys. Unfortunately, horrible season, but good past 2 weeks. And I think I took the lines as well. But you can visit them at betbtc.win, and you can deposit directly with your Xverse wallet. As long as there's Bitcoin in your Xverse wallet, you can deposit it directly from there to BetBTC's platform. It takes 6 blocks, and then you can start placing your bets. And then we have BitPerp, which is the a perpetual leverage DEX of the Bitcoin ecosystem. They will be launching their testnet on Botonix very soon. We're going to actually have these guys on for an introduction to the Bitcoin ecosystem for a pre-record on Wednesday. That should be very exciting. Their paper trading competition with Botonix should be coming up very, very soon, within, like, I would say, days to a week, and you will be able to win USDT is what the plan is. That should be very, very exciting. You can learn more about them at bitperp.io. And then Ordinal Hive is the aggregator marketplace for ordinals on layer 1 and layer 2. They're building on Merlin Chain as well. But you're going to be able to find the cheapest ordinals on Bitcoin with them, because they pull from all the marketplaces, guys. Also, they have amazing analytics for you to, if you're a trader, you can kind of get an edge on, right? You can see what is hot and then get into it before it takes off on their website at beta.ordinalhive.io. And then Fluid Tokens, guys, they are innovators that came from Cardano. They're still building on Cardano, but they're UTXO wizards. They were the first to create retail staking vaults for Bitcoin Layer 1. If you are a founder of an Ordinal collection or a runes, and you want your holders to benefit by staking, reach out to Raul, which is the CTO of Fluid Tokens. He'll get you set up. If you can't get in contact with them, reach out to us. We'll get you hooked up, and they'll set up a staking vault for them. And then they also have runes dexes that allows you to swap runes. They split up the runes for you to make it simple. And they're also building on Arch Network to make lending and borrowing much quicker. Also, Foxy is building the Bitverse metaverse for the Bitcoin Layer 1 ecosystem, guys. They're building on tap, so check these guys out. Also, they have their bit miners that most of you guys, or a lot of you guys, probably minted. They have their second campaign coming up with a popular top 3 rune. I believe it's going to be Dog Go to the Moon. I'm not saying that's official yet, but they will announce that. But it's going to be for the ultra mythic bit miner, guys. So if you have your bit miners, make sure you're managing those, because you need to maintenance them or you won't qualify for the rewards. Also, we will have more information about the Satoshi's Island, so don't worry. I promise. We're just finishing up some final details. And then also Merlin Chain, guys, the #1 scaling solution for Bitcoin native L1 assets and protocols. If you are a builder on Bitcoin Layer 1 and you want your protocol to be a little bit more flexible, you can reach out to Merlin Chain's team. They have amazing builder support. Also, you can apply for a grant. A couple of our partners actually applied and got the grant, Ordinal Hive and Emblem Vault. So as long as you're a serious builder, just reach out to their team and they will consider you guys. Also, if you are a retail user and you want to be able to swap tokens, you can do that on merlinswap.org. And you can swap for like Layer 1 assets like Doggo to the Moon or the Bitmap token. But we thank you guys so much for checking out our partners.
Yep. Real quick though, Chief Axel, you gave me your Bitcoin address. I need your Merlin address. Guys, I just want to shout out one more time. Today's the last day. If I don't get these addresses, we're gonna send them in. But I need Austin Gray, I need Miscellaneous and Don Dow and Chief Axel. So you guys are last 4. If you guys don't give it to me today, you guys lose out. So I definitely need this address one last time. It's Austin Gray, Chief Axel, Miscellaneous, and Don Dow. You guys can put it in the comments of this video when the video is done. I need them by today. I got a lot of these guys who hitting me up like, yo, when am I getting that? Like, I can't send you them one at a time. Like, I need all 10 to send at one time. But if not, it's going to be 9 or 8 or 7. So send me your addresses as soon as possible. From now on, we're not doing a giveaway without without at least a Twitter address. And to the inscription thing, remember, guys, if you go to inscription number 75625-862, you guys get the whitelist. Pretty much not many of you guys have done this yet. So definitely hop in here. It's 75625-862. That is not a phone number. That is an inscription number. But yeah, jump in here. Again, it's in the comments. Just scroll up as well for the link. But comment on this, and you guys will be eligible for the whitelist. Appreciate you guys.
Well, real quick, I want to answer Chief his question real quick. So it is the Particle wallet. I'm not sure if you know how to get access to that. I'm going to show you real quick. So for anybody that's wondering what their Particle wallet smart address is, go to merlinchain.io, connect your wallet, and then select Unisat. And then you go down to this little Particle Network logo circle down here. Click that. And then you let it load up, and then you just copy this address right here. That's it. You just copy that address, and then you paste it or whatever. But that is how you get access to that. And that's what he needs. He needs that. Chief, if you can get that to Shizzy, then we are good to go.
Yeah, and you guys can DM me at Shizzy Sats on X or at Ord Revolution on X. I'll respond to both of those, but I need it today, guys. I need it today. And if you guys have one more second, if you guys wouldn't mind checking out OrdinalRevolution.com. Some of the best articles dating all the way back to last year. If you know someone just entering the space, please send them our website. We really feel like it can help them get started and get caught up to where exactly we are today. If you guys need a VPN, especially for the Magic Eden airdrop, check out our NordVPN, 70% off discount here. Or just go to get your own VPN. Doesn't matter, but it helps us show. You get our 70% off coupon, and it's 70% off. You might as well. If you guys go to Bitcoin 2025, Las Vegas, we will both be there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a very rich season because we believe the spring is going to be insane. But do not wait till next year to get your tickets. Get them this year, and especially start booking that hotel and stuff like that if you're interested. But get your tickets here at Bitcoin 2025 Las Vegas. This is from Bitcoin Magazine link. Again, that helps the show. And if you guys are looking for some merch, I just finally ordered my hoodie. Looking forward to getting that. But we have some of the best merch in all of crypto. Just kind of go to view all, and that'll take you to the page where you guys can take a look at everything separately. If you want a t-shirt, a hoodie, or a hat, I personally love the hoodies. It's hoodie season. I've been rocking mine all day. But this is the hoodie that I bought. Chancellor on the brink of second ballot for banks. This is what is in the Genesis block. I don't know why. I love this hoodie. I made it for myself, but if you guys want it here, you guys can have it. And we do have, Sego the hamster. We got Puka. We got Gizmo. We got Memento Memore, Billy Cats, Goosenals. I have a 41B and much, much more, guys. Check out all that at OrdinalRevolution.com. And guys, we are live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, and 4 p.m. UTC. Check us out all week, guys. We will be here. Really excited for this week. We really think it's going to be a big one. But until tomorrow.
Peace.
We OG, or no OG. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Rooms is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit found fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nuki on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. Started Satoshi's nothing above me.